Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Manchester United.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Once described as being born offside, Filippo Inzaghi feels like the last of a dying breed, doesn't he?
Yeah, and I feel sometimes he doesn't get the credit he fully deserves, because I think he's one of the most intelligent strikers around too. His game is all about anticipation, positioning and speed over those first 3 yards.
Good old-fashioned poacher, in other words.
Exactly, and you don't score that many goals without having something extra about you.
That has ended up in no man's land. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Xavi Alonso, tidy with his distribution. Rijkaard. Now Otto. Raul. Done delicately. Oh, that was vital. Massaro. Opts for safety. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Neymar. Neymar! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Not the most accurate pass. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. Kukçu. Hernandez. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And he's managed to get free. There will be a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. And it's played in. And that should get the job done. Goulet. Egypt yet to have an attempt on goal. And here's Inzaghi. Looking here to chip it through. Very nicely done. Park Ji-sung's cross. Terrific header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Looking for options for movement. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Inzaghi. Nice-looking ball. Dink through. Good ball, good take. He's found a way through. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. Raul. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. No, he's missed it.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
And here's Batistuta. He is through here. Scholes. Delivered with swing. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Neymar. And the finish! And that's caused a worry or two. And they're back on the ball again. Beckenbauer. Neymar powering forward here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's searching through. It's run loose here. Park Ji-sung. Well, the goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Out again for a throw-in. Played in by Park Ji-sung. It's roll! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's an imaginative pass. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Massaro.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Beautifully weighted. That's a little off target. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Please be reminded that drinking is only
Any strong
allowed in
opinions
the
on the
areas
first
shown on
half?
this map.
Well,
Thank
simply
you very
put,
much for your
Peter, they
cooperation.
haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Here we go again then.
Egypt really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Khan punts it upfield. Kukçu. Nicely spread. Scholes. Kukçu! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's Xabi Alonso. He's tried one! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Park Ji-sung. Raul. Can he get on the end of this? It's out for a goal kick. And it's Batistuta.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that could well leave a mark. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's shooting! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Park Ji-sung. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. And that pass just didn't quite work. Scholes is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Bastoni makes the interception. Inzaghi might just make this. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Neymar. And this is Inzaghi. Picked out chance, surely! He has done it! The breakthrough arrives at last! And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Manchester United are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Chance! It's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Quality ball. Nicely weighted ball. Kirkchu. Ah, that's a fine interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that...
And a chance! Goal! Manchester United! Into the lead once more. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Substitution for Egypt, number 9.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
And that's played in low.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Looking to play him in. Raul. Swings in across. Rodri tries to clear. Looking for a runner. No, he's just misjudged that one. And that is expertly dealt with. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Ruben Dias has given away a free kick. Ruben Dias has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. Vinicius Junior. 5 minutes left on the clock. Scholes.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And this is Roll. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's gone looking for safety. And here's Roll. Goes back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Cross goes in. He rises! Crossbar comes to the rescue. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Well, plenty of early set pieces here. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. And this is... Roll! Oh, it's hit the post! Aimed beyond the defence. And there goes the final whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win, and I think everything was just a letdown because of that.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.